Shrink back in the house Sunday, kind of jonesing, missing NFL. So used to it every weekend. But yeah, so after my dealer was so kind to send me a basically full system for me to share with you all, as to it's a great little system. Of course, there's tons of great little systems, but I was able to have it in my room. Very familiar with the signature, owning the E1X. So, and being that Innuos is my favorite streamer, and I don't care if there's better or any, I know if I was to rebuild a system, which I won't be doing, it would be Innuos at the heart of the digital playback. Because guys, streamers are very important. Don't ever underestimate what a good streamer can do for your system. I've had so many guys. I've had the Blue Sound. I've had the Arrender. I've had the Cambridge Audio. I've had Orlick. I've had Lumen. I've had Bryston. And a few of those have really, really, really good software, and that's very, very important to me. So the big hitters, I feel, when it comes to the software are going to be Arrender, Orlick, Lumen, and Innuos. There may be better, but these all have their own dedicated softwares that are absolutely superb. They were to me anyways. And then there's Bluos. Sorry, I've had NAD. Great. Absolutely awesome software. It's right there with the best of them. So, I just thought, why not bring together a little budget system? Well, budgets, that's again, to each their own, because that's, to some people that's a ton of money. That's 10 grand, but that's for a whole system that could end someone's journey right there and then. Which is what I'm trying to do. I know other people come on, but where's all the fun if it all ends? Well, to me, it's not fun anymore. It just wasn't fun anymore, buy and sell. So I got where I wanted to be, and now I've decided to just come here and do it. So yeah, one thing the weights has been doing for me is just getting me upright. Because I'm so slouched from my job. I feel like I'm up, like the shoulder. I really want to work on that posture, because health's number one. As we all know, we can't take that for granted. So I just thought, okay, well, since I own the Innuos Zen MK3, which was a jaw-dropping experience when it came into my room. And I always look for the sweet spot, and that, in my opinion, that's around 5,000 Canadian. Then you go to the Zenith, which is 8,000 or 9,000. Guys, there's not even a separate power supply. So this is just how it goes when you're in the levels, right? When you get up to certain levels, you got to spend double for this much. So there's always going to be a sweet spot. In my opinion, the Zen MK3 is the one to get. And I don't need to get into why. I've talked about it several times, but I just had to have the Pulse Mini because for me, I'm not really, although I have tons of music on a hard drive, I've left that out. I know streamers are now heading in that direction, which I feel is better, either in NAS or just leaving the Ripper and all that out of the equation and just bare bone streamer only. And that's what the Pulse Mini does, right? So this little tiny guy, he comes, that's like right away, just like the Zen MK3. What a build. Just a little brick. It's tiny. It's not as big as even the Zen Mini. It's about 6 inches deep. Still got the beautiful feet that are on all the products, which are really well built with these little Sorbathone little things on the bottom of them. It's just a substantial build, guys, and I gotta say, I recommend the piece 100%. It's still got that signature that the Zen had. A full music with body, music with a full sound, organic, real, no jagged edges. Not even on the harshest recordings. It's like magic. I know it's $1,800. It also has a DAC that I was writing off as being anything good, but I was able to compare it with the Bel Canto, which I love Bel Canto DACs. I mean, the guy's been doing it for decades, and it's superb sound. But I gotta say, the Innuos the Innuos DAC is no slouch. And if you just don't have the money at the time to pair your own DAC with the unit, it doesn't matter. It'll get you by. It sounds great. It really, really sounds great. I don't know of another streamer, I mean, with the software being as good as it is, that's going to compete with this little guy for the money. You can come on and say, oh, I built a better one and all that stuff. Well, just be prepared to keep it then, because, you know, if you're on this journey, which I'm off that path, but you want to keep experimenting, it's good to stick with stuff that you can move, right? In my opinion, even the DIW stuff. Sure, it may be amazing. I agree, but man, it's a tough go. They become doorstops, right? And I always try to, they're investments when I buy stuff with my hard-earned money. And that's just me, and it's worked out well over the 25 years, but this little Pulse Mini is really, really impressive, guys. The sound is amazing. And of course, the Zen, when you get into the higher end models, they don't include DACs, and for good reason, because like I say, if I'm building a system again, the DAC will always be left out. This is for just a plug and play, just musical enjoyment. It's superb. I can't say enough about it. I love the small footprint. I love the stealth-like radar-free lines on it. Radar-free. But hooray to Innuos. What a company. I mean, they haven't been around all that long, but man, they took this digital world by storm, and they just produce superb products. It's the most stable. They're the most stable streamers I've owned. I've had no issues at all, like with the software or them dropping out. I always use Ethernet, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not sold on the Wi-Fi yet. I think it has a long way to go for stability. The only one that did was the Sonos. I had that new little amp. Heck of a piece. Very flat sound. A little bit too flat for my liking. But yeah, this is just to conclude on the little Pulse Mini. Don't hesitate if you have a budget and you want a really good digital component just to access the world of music at your fingertips and do it in a way that's very analog. It's a beautiful sound. It has body, it has texture, it has the right amount of bass control. It's never bright. And the DAC internally is surprisingly good, which was it was a pleasant surprise to me to know that people could be done with just this piece. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for supporting the channel. For you guys that have donated, like and subscribe. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. So thanks so much, guys. The Shrink's here for you.